Watchers of the Marvel Multiverse, for those of you who feel like you didn't get enough of Captain Marvel in Endgame, we have some news for you. It has recently been revealed who is going to be the villain for Captain Marvel 2, and boy is it a big one. Some of the rumors surrounding Captain Marvel 2 is that there is going to be a few villains, and that one of these villains is going to be revealed later on as the big bad villain. And from who we're going to be talking about, it's likely that this is going to be him. Michael Korvac is slated to be the villain of Captain Marvel 2. And in the case of Captain Marvel, he is going to be more than a challenge for her. So it's a good thing that she'll likely have help from the Skrull as well as Monica Rambeau. A little bit of history on Korvac first though. Korvac was originally a computer technician from Earth 691 in the future 2997. He was never really a happy child growing up as his father died and his mother raised him to be bitter and vengeful. This eventually led to him joining with the Brotherhood of Badoon after they conquered Earth and took the humans as slaves. He worked for the Badoon and was known as a traitor of the human race. Even though this was the case, the Badoon were not happy with him when he fell asleep on the job. As punishment, they removed his lower half and connected his torso to a hovering module which helped him do his tasks more easily. During this time, he would eventually fight the Guardians of the Galaxy in this reality, and after losing, fled through time and the multiverse to enter into Earth 616. Upon entering, he found himself in Galactus' starship, which ended up turning him into a far more powerful and threatening villain.
It is at this point that he becomes a cosmic being, a daunting and godlike villain that is on par with other cosmic entities. He has the ability to absorb energy, alter matter, project that energy, teleport, and manipulate time and space. And the biggest thing that he can do that threatens the Avengers on multiple occasions is that if he wanted, he could wipe the universe from existence. Because of all this, he will be a terrifying villain, especially for Captain Marvel, as most of her powers are energy-based. So it will in no way be an easy fight for her. So what could all this mean for Captain Marvel and the MCU? One of the biggest things I see here is that this is a possible way to introduce Galactus into the MCU. Galactus has always been a very popular villain in Marvel Comics, and now that Disney has acquired Fox, they can finally get it right after he was misused in Fantastic Four 2. But all of this does depend on what version of Korvac we see. Could this just be the cyborg from the future and from an alternate timeline? Possibly fleeing from the Badoon Brotherhood, or an alternate universe's Guardians of the Galaxy? Or will he be introduced as maybe a servant of Galactus, or just a regular space traveler and thief that steals the information in Galactus' space station, becoming a cosmic entity early on in the movie? Or will he simply be in his hidden human form hiding on Earth, only to later be revealed as the cosmic entity known as Korvac? I for one think that they will avoid using the cyborg version of Korvac because it is fairly goofy looking and doesn't really fit in the style of the MCU currently. But that doesn't mean that they couldn't change it up and make it look a little bit more modern in style and feel. Another great thing with Korvac is that he does come from an alternate universe, so himself along with Kang may make it into the MCU because of the events that are going to happen in the Multiverse of Madness. With two powerful villains such as these, it's hard to deny that the universe is going to be torn asunder and many beings are going to come from other universes to interfere in the MCU. As for Korvac himself, this could be setting up his presence in the MCU and is not a one-shot villain just for Captain Marvel. He is a little too powerful for that. So if he turns up just to be a villain at the end of the movie, this could be a setup to make him a bigger villain in the future of Phase 4. But there is also the question of how this will tie into Secret Invasion, as that has been hinted after Monica Rambeau's involvement in WandaVision. Either way, this sounds like it will be an exciting and interesting fight for Carol Danvers and her allies. And the potential that Korvac brings into the MCU is so great because all of the potential things that can happen and tie into his character may bring to light stories and characters that many of us have been hoping for years. What do you think of Korvac's Captain Marvel's villain? What do you think his entrance into the MCU may mean? And what do you hope to see with this villain in Captain Marvel 2? Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the Marvelous Wave to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.